Hey everyone, welcome to our live stream.
It's been a while. Do you remember how to do this, Toby?
Jeez, yeah, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but
Anyway,
it's working.
we're somewhere in the tropics where Wi-Fi isn't the best, so we ask you guys to bear with us. We are testing this out. There's a reason why we haven't gone live in a couple months, just because we don't trust the connection. We think we might have found a workaround, but there's no guarantee. So we're going to see how this one goes.
Sure.
And if it works, we're going to maybe make this a weekly thing again. So
Yep.
Josh Atkinson, thank you so much for chiming in the live chat. It's good to see your names popping up there.
Definitely. Josh,
Metal
Gear,
Gear,
Jacob, what's up?
Hey Stu Miller,
Blissful
Satire.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you can see us or not.
Jeez.
We're just going to keep talking and see what ends up happening. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about what's happening in the past 24 hours, basically, in crypto. A couple big news stories, one involving one of the biggest crypto exchanges in cryptocurrencies, Binance, and what's happening with them. Also, okay, cool, you guys can see us. Okay, also Grayscale doing some big things with Cardano. So I don't know, is Grayscale a Patreon member? Are they taking some trade alerts?
Oh, for sure. Gosh, I mean, it literally is our third largest position. And so it's like, it's crazy to see that Grayscale is hopping on this. But I think they also want to hop on Cardano because of the Goguen that is going to be coming out, which will allow for smart contracts on the Cardano network. So that's going to be really cool to see if it happens. If it happens, it'll be great to have this.
Yeah.
But you know, as always, this is crypto land, and things don't always turn out the way you want them to turn out. So
I mean, maybe because Cardano's been around since like 2017 at least, right? 2016 maybe. How and why is it now that Grayscale, number one, invested in Cardano and then made it into their third largest position? Do they know something that we don't about what's actually going to be released from Cardano?
yeah, exactly.
Because I don't think they would do something, you know, risky like that to assign one crypto their third largest holding. Because Grayscale's like the largest crypto asset manager in existence. So for them to add Cardano in that big position, that says a lot.
I mean, I think they understand the network effect, and not only that, but also that, you know, they are going to potentially have smart contracts, and I'm sure they have insider information where they will know when the Goguen will come out.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So like, if you have that much money and you have that many connections, I think it's going to be skyrocket. I mean, and also look at how well Cardano has done since the crash.
Yeah.
It's done really well, guys. Like, it's not one of those coins that lost 80% of its value, whatever. You know, it's not like a DOT, which went from $45 to, you know, $13 or whatever. So this is a bit different, and also I think a lot of people are staking their coins as well. I think it's like, what, 70-something% of the coins are staked right now?
Yeah, but it's not locked up. They can sell it whenever they want.
It's not locked up, but they're still staking it. So that says a lot about the network and how faithful people are to that network, and that's really great. And, you know, the more, if you look at the like Google Analytics or whatever, you'll be able to see like the most popular topics in the space. Like, it's Cardano. Like, a lot of it is Cardano and Bitcoin, and
I also think the fact that they're buying now speaks a lot, because they also took profits. I remember reading about that like a month and a half ago. They were taking profits and selling some Bitcoin. So the fact that they're buying Cardano, maybe, you know, they're seeing something in the market that they think it's going to start popping up again.
Yeah.
Because you know.
I mean, that's why we have continued holding. So yeah, it's great.
So you guys do have a couple questions here in the live chat, which is great. Keep them coming if you have them. Let's see. This one's by Tony. Is ADA and or Sol trying to take out Ethereum, or are they seeking their own ecosystem and place? Both.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
They're trying to take out Ethereum by establishing their own ecosystem. Oh, Jason! Hey, Jason! Good to see you guys here. Good to see you
What's up,
here.
Jason Pizzino? What's up?
Yeah.
If you haven't followed Jason Pizzino, he's in the chat group. Follow that guy. He's an amazing chartist. He actually is one of the few people that actually makes money by trading.
Yeah.
And there's literally like 98% of traders do not make money in this space. He makes money. So check him out.
Yeah. So for those of you who want to get your TA fix and check out what he does live, he does some live trading as well. So definitely check out Jason Pizzino.
For sure.
Yeah, but basically, is ADA or Sol trying to take out Ethereum? I mean, they're just trying to, create something that they think is better than Ethereum. Although Cardano does have the KEVM, which is going to help onboard a lot of Ethereum developers onto Cardano. So maybe it's probably going to be a situation similar to Matic and Ethereum, but it's not, Cardano doesn't use Ethereum as its settlement layer like Matic does.
So what KEVM is it's a cut and paste code. So they used the Hoskins. Is that
that's Haskell.
Haskell, sorry. Haskell. They use Haskell, which is the sorry. They use Haskell, which is a language for Cardano, and they cut and paste it into, or vice versa, into Cardano. So, so Solidity is Ethereum's coding language, so they can cut and paste it into Cardano to develop things.
Yeah, or just to launch what they've already developed on Ethereum onto Cardano.
Yeah.
Good question here by Romeo. Why do so many people think that Bitcoin can fix everything? Well, I think it's improved upon one thing that has been an issue for centuries, and that is centralized control over money supply. And so I don't know that it can't fix everything, obviously, but it did fix a very big thing that affects people in a very intimate way, and that is, money and their wealth. And if you don't think that's a very intimate thing, just think about all the hours that you've spent working at a job for a currency that is actively devaluing because someone keeps printing more of it. So, there's a lot of that. So just to think of, time is money, and how much time you've spent trying to accumulate something to survive or to try to enjoy your life at some point if you can ever retire.
Yeah.
Bitcoin fixed a lot of that in terms of financial freedom and autonomy and honesty for how money can work. And
I should also say it also fixes the the waste that fiat currency produces. So we always hear about the waste of Bitcoin and how they're environmentally unfriendly or whatever, but the utter destruction and waste that fiat currencies produce is so crazy above anything Bitcoin has. It's ridiculous. So essentially, you have the U.S. military, which is backing the U.S. dollar. And that has created so much destruction around the world, so much energy. I think they use like 64 billion gallons a year of oil. I'm pretty sure that's the number. I could be off on a couple billion, but you get the point. Mm-hmm. And then you have the human capital, all of those people wasting their time working for government, when they could be actually working for things that don't require a bunch of bureaucracy. And then you have the banking structures around the world that will keep, SEPA and, for transferring money across the world with these huge banking structures. And with those banking structures, you need the SEC, you need the FDIC, you need all of these different government organizations to keep it running as well. Also, you have bureaucrats and politicians that are actively working against the average person to keep the US dollar afloat. And that is why you have so many regulations against anything that is against Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or anything, or even like Binance, which we will get in soon, but I'll just bring this up right now, that even Binance, you have Binance US and then you have Binance to the rest of the world. So they want to keep that innovation stifled as much as possible. So this is the destruction, human capital, and inflation. I shouldn't even get over the $500 trillion of global debt that is being inflated away at 7% a year. That's
the U.S. deficit just hit $3 trillion.
Oh, congratulations! You guys are doing great. So yeah, it's ridiculous. So Bitcoin is literally, I think Heidi just posted earlier that it is the cleanest form of money the world has ever seen, and nothing has ever come close.
Yeah. Real quick, we do have a super chat. Thank you so much, Josh Randall.
Hey, Josh, thanks.
Yeah, thank you for that tip. It's great. He says, yes, I'm finally not working and able to catch a Crypto Tips live stream. Are we going to have a sideways summer?
Probably.
So far, so good. That's what we're seeing so far.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely expect anything to happen in this space. I do see a lot of good news coming out, but it's not really moving the price. So that tells me that we have a lot of sideways movement. And if you look at like the uptrends in this space, there's not a ton of volume. So I just expect it to move sideways. You know, you have to get used to things like this. So you know, this is our third bull run. You know, I started back in 2000, late 2012, 13. Sorry.
Get some water.
Sorry, yeah. And so like we've been in these troughs before where it just the price looks stagnant, you know. So like I remember it was $250, and it stayed at like $250 for almost, it seemed like forever. And then it would go down to 70 or go to $150, and then it would finally broke out and moved on its way and never looked back after $1,000 bucks. So yeah.
I mean, for me, this is like a classic accumulation phase, and quite frankly, it makes me kind of laugh when people are freaking out or super excited about like a 5% move. Like for me, mentally, I'm like, okay, if it hits 20, that'll get my attention. If it hits 40 or 50, great. Then it's like confirmed. But like until then, it's just more of the same. So yeah, definitely an accumulation phase. And for those of you who entered this market during that time of extreme volatility when, you know, we were hitting our all-time highs, times like this are epic for dollar cost averaging, for entering into positions that you think are solid. And you know, we've been here long enough that yeah, I think things will ramp up again. I don't think this is the end of the overall bull market, but it's just one of those boring kind of moments. So take advantage of it, as always.
Jason always says, "Hey, take a longer view of the market. Look at the trend. Like look at the longer view chart of like a 10-year chart or whatever, and you can see clearly that it's definitely on an upward trajectory, especially now. Like, guys, we are still at $33,000. You know, 2 years ago we were almost at $3,600. So we've done really well. So just keep that in mind. Keep the longer term perspective going.
Okay, we're gonna cut this short because I don't think this is enjoyable for anyone with the freezing and everything. We're going to take note of everyone's questions that you've put in here, and we're going to create a new video and post that. I don't know what's happening. You guys, this is a mind freak. Okay.
Just yeah, we'll cover this, like, just write it because it's not going to come out, I don't think.
Okay, I'm going to end it. Bye. Sorry, guys. I don't know if you can see this or not, but anyway, sorry.